Y'all, this hair is giving daddy. Am I your baby? If you are mine. If you are mine. Hey girls, y'all, I am literally getting ready to walk out the door, but I wanted to get the vlog started. So we're headed off to a conference and it's called it's called Covered by God. So we're going to that. I got an invite this morning, so I was like, you know what? I might as well. So that's what we're getting ready to go do. I'm not sure if we're gonna get something to eat afterwards. We'll see, because I'm going with my niece and with my sister. And I have on this outfit, girl. I just put something together. I wanted to look, appropriate. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, let me put on my outfit, even though I don't know why, but y'all, I kind of feel like Bruce Lee with this outfit on. So y'all, I basically have on these really cute, nice fitted black slacks. And then I have on this satin shirt. I bought this shirt from ASOS a couple of years ago. The belt is thrifted. And I just have the remaining part of the belt just kind of hung over, whatever. Maybe this is why I'm kind of feeling like Bruce Lee a little bit, but that's okay. And then girls, I just have on these really cute like bronze sandals. And then I'm gonna wear this purse. So it's not something like over the top. It's really, just cute and casual for church. But anyway, I'm gonna see if I can vlog a little bit of the conference. I don't think it should be a problem. We're gonna take the Pocket. We're gonna be taking the Pocket with us or whatever. And I'll try to vlog as much as I possibly can. We have a bombshell sponsor. I would like to thank Jaleesa for sponsoring today's video. So girls, we have a fabulous wig. I opted for this gorgeous boho braid unit, guys. This unit is approximately 24 inches. I wanted you to see the human baby hair. This wig is so freaking pretty. In addition to that, guys, this is already sized. It's already gripped. Now, guys, I did try the unit on, and you don't have to worry about this wig slipping. This is a 100% glueless wig. This grip is perfect for the girlies with a little bit of a smaller head. It also does have the combs for extra security. And not only does it have the combs, it does have an additional adjustable strap in the back as well. I absolutely love this unit. Now guys, I did put just a little bit of powder that matches my skin tone, not only on the wig, but also on my wig cap, so that I could get a seamless look. Oh my God, y'all, look. So guys, this is the unit just straight on. Oh my God, y'all, look at the baby hair. This is 24 inches, guys. I'm 5'3", so it does come right down a little bit past my waistline. So guys, I'm gonna use just a little bit of light hairspray just to kind of tame the baby hairs. And instead of me spraying it directly on the unit, I am gonna just put a little on my finger. I love the fact that they were creative enough to use human hair. All right, girls, so this is the final look. I absolutely love this hair, guys. This wig is so gorgeous. It's so lightweight. I also wanted to add that it does have the human boho curls. So the curl pattern that you see here, guys, that is beautiful, gorgeous human hair. It's so pretty, so soft. So this is the back. Or as the top part, you see how natural it looks. Now, if you just want to go a step above and add a little bit of bronzer, which is what I'm gonna do, you can absolutely do that. This unit is perfect for vacation. Oh my God, y'all, look. Yes, yes, yes. You absolutely want to go into the parting at the front and add a little bit of bronzer. So guys, let me just kind of go over the specs of the unit again. This is a gorgeous boho unit, 24 inches. It has the human boho curls as well as the human baby hair. It has a stretch cap, which is 360. You can actually have parting all the way around, or you can wear it up if you want to feel fabulous and sophisticated. It is so lightweight, so durable, flexible. Guys, it literally took me 5 minutes to put this unit on. As far as getting the cap closest to your skin tone, guys, you can always add a little bit of foundation to the wig cap itself. That's how I was able to achieve this gorgeous, fabulous, natural look around the scalp area. I'm gonna flip this part over so you can see it a little bit more. As far as the baby hair is concerned, guys, you can use something extremely lightweight, which is what I did. I used Suave, and that's simply because I still wanted the baby hairs to look very, very natural. So guys, what I'm gonna do is leave all of the details in the description box below, and if Jaleesa Hair is gracious enough to offer us an additional discount code, I'll put that in the description box as well. Once again, I would like to thank Jaleesa Hair for sponsoring today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and on to the vlog.
Lost money because you didn't heed the warning. He told you to say something, you didn't do it. He told you to shut up about something and you said something anyway. What did God tell you to do? What did he warn you would do and you lost something because of it? Never forget that moment. Come to pass. That's how you meditate on the word. So when that thought comes in, you're planted. Something come in that think that's gonna harm you, you laugh at it. Come on now. Because while I might not fight no more, I fight more. While I might not square up on you no more, I mean, don't try me on the back. Because run up, you get done up. I just want to make it clear. But I might not fight no more, but I fight more. A few bones that have to be broken in order for you to be revived back to life again. I watched the doctor bring a baby back to life again. And that doctor sat there with that little frail baby and said,
Yep. Can't be gentle.
About 30 times until the baby turned pink again.
Come on now.
Didn't care how soft it did it.
Yep. Can't be.
Nobody cares about doing a Heimlich on you softly, man of God. Well, it was just how you said it. What if my words was the Heimlich? Before the year is out, God is going to take you through a revival. It's going to be a personal revival. You're going to have to kill your flesh, man of God. Yes. Kill your flesh.
Yes.
God say, I'm going to raise you up. I'm going to revive you back to life again. Before the year is out,
Amen.
You're going to have a turnaround so aggressive in your life. Because remember I told you you were a hurricane. You remember I told you you were a hurricane? I told you you were a hurricane. And the turnaround is going to be so fast. The turnaround is going to be so fast. The turnaround is going to be so fast. You're not going to know what happened or what hit.
Hey girls, okay y'all, it has been a few days since I spoke to y'all. The last time I picked up the camera, we were at the conference. The speaker and the organizer, owner, CEO of Covered by God is Tiffany Montgomery. I don't really know her. I've never heard of her until my sister reached out to me that morning and asked me if it was something that I would want to go to, and of course I said yes. And I'm glad that I did, but I haven't seen you guys in a couple of days because I was a little bit, well, I was gonna say very, I was in fact and indeed very overstimulated, guys. I haven't been around that crowd or that type of crowd of people in over 2 years, and you know, it was just a lot for me. And the next day I was so overwhelmed. I don't even know what it was. I was really overwhelmed. But as far as the service, I definitely appreciated going. It's kind of, for me, one of those things where you eat the meat and you throw the bone away. I think when it comes to, you know, church service and stuff like that, a lot of prophets and pastors, for me, they're so well educated on the Bible. It's, I feel like being that they're so well educated, they really could opt out of judgment. You know what I mean? And so for me, I don't judge people based off of their lifestyle. Is live and let live, you know. And so, and that's why I say eat the meat and throw the bone away. She made some very, you know, she had some very sound things to say, which I really enjoyed. Other things were, you know, kind of, you know, how she felt about homosexuality and stuff like that. But, you know, I tried not to judge, you know, because people could judge me. They could be like, well, you're not praying enough because you still get depressed. You know what I'm saying? And so I just try not to judge anybody, because baby, one thing about them tables, they always turn. You hear me? But anyway, so it was very enjoyable. But one thing that I did notice, I'm gonna be honest, that was kind of funny. Y'all already know this can't be no Rochelle situation without a little bit of humor and comedy. So girl, it was this one girl that came up. You know how people come up to the altar and they bend down or whatever so they can pray on the altar? Well, this lady, you know, she was very shapely, very well endowed, and so she had on some fitted jeans or whatever, and while you couldn't see any of her skin or anything really, you could see the shape of her body, girl. So one of the ushers down to the church came and put the cloak of Jesus on her. Girl, that lady came and put that black cloak on the girl. Girl, that girl rose up like James Brown, girl. She was like, why can't these, y'all know how she be like, take me through there, girl. She did her arms like that and threw that cloak off, baby. I thought we was about to bust into a James Brown concert, girl. So girl, that lady said, get up off of that thing, girl. But anyway, so I thought that was funny, because the lady kept coming up there and covering women up, and these women had on jeans and pants, and I thought that they were dressed pretty appropriate. But you know what, who am I to say? I have not physically been in the house of the Lord, and so perhaps some things have changed. But so yeah, I can say that, you know, it was really good. I'm glad that I did get out and I went, but my nervous system was overstimulated and my body was hurting me, girl. My body was hurting because we got there at 6, and praise and worship started, I think, about 7, and that lasted for like until like 8:45. So from 7 to 8:45 we was on our knees, and then the lady of the hour came out, and we was not on our knees but on our feet. We was on our feet, but baby, when I tell you, y'all, my knees was bent up like a Christmas candy cane. Baby, them knees was good and crunchy. Y'all, my knees was hurting me so bad, girl, just because, you know, I was standing up. I was standing up for such a periodically long time. And then finally, we were able to sit down or whatever. So yeah, girl, if you looking to get that stomach nice and flat and tight, girl, go stand up for about 3 hours. Don't sit down. Just stand up for about 3 hours straight. Because what I can tell you is, when I woke up the next morning, I felt a little bit lighter. But we are about to get into some backtivities. And when I say backtivities, girl, we are back on our shenanigans. Guys, I was craving some lemon cupcakes so bad because of the ones we made the last time. So I went down to Amazon and I ordered us some super moist lemon cake mix. And we're gonna make it with some vanilla ice. And I know we made this the last time, but girl, my body was telling me yes. But anyway, so I needed this, girl. So we're gonna be using our mixing set that one of our fabulous bombshells gave us, Miss Shillette. We're gonna be using this to make our cupcakes. So yeah, girl, but that's the only thing that's been going on with me. And then I went to Kroger the other day. I didn't take you guys with me. I don't even remember if I vlogged the day. Girl, I went down to Kroger's, girl. I used to be the catch a man queen down to the grocery store. Like, I was the girl that could go to the grocery store and get all the men's. And I guess, you know, that's happening again. For a minute, I felt like, you know, sometimes, you know, God will hide you in plain sight. And that's what I felt like. But I guess, you know, we are approaching the end of the season, girl, because the men's was down to the store. And I met one guy, but I was like, I was nice. I'm always nice because men's egos are so fragile. I don't need nobody taking off on me and clowning me and acting a fool down to the grocery store because he's embarrassed because he got rejected. And so one thing that I typically do, I'm always kind, I'm always nice, because I wasn't always like that. And I'll give you my number, but you know, I make it home safely. But trust and believe me, I don't answer, okay? Because it's not enough to be honest with someone and tell them that, you know, you're not dating. It's not enough because it's like the men in Houston, they will not leave you alone. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's just a Houston thing, but telling a man that you are not dating is not enough. Telling a man you're going through a divorce is not enough. You know, telling them that you got a lot going on, that's just not enough. You know what I'm saying? And so if you really want them to leave you alone, you need to do two things. One, give them your phone number, and two, when they call, if you really want them to stop calling, ask them to pay a bill. That's a guaranteed way. Well, I guess that's just one way, right? That's a guaranteed way to get rid of them. Baby, ask them to pay one of them bills, honey. Yeah, you know, I'm going through a lot. You know, I need $300. I need $1,200 because I got this going on, baby. They gonna hurry up and be like, let me call you right back, and you will never hear from them again. So if you want to get rid of them, do that. But yes, girls. And so anyway, I ended up meeting this guy, and girl, he was trying to take the head bombshell on a walking date. Y'all, that's the oven. But anyway, yeah, girl, he was trying to take me on a walking date, and he was like, so do you hang out? Do you do Sunday fun day? And I was like, no, I'm really, you know, just kind of a homebody. I just enjoy being at home. I enjoy my own company. And he was like, well, you know, what about just going to the park and walking around? First of all, y'all, it's so hot in Houston. They still have heat advisories. It is very, very hot in Houston. And so anyway, girl, what I look like going down to the park walking around. And so I told him, I was like, well, I do, you know, I get out and I go walking, but it's just a thing I like to do alone for mental clarity. And so he was like, damn, why do all women just like doing stuff by themselves? He was like, I keep meeting women and they just want to do stuff by themselves. And I'm just like, well, sir, maybe it's you and these old low effort ass dates. And then he was just like, well, do you like to bowl? And y'all, I don't really like bowling. I'm gonna be honest, like, I like pretty girl stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, get dressed up, go to a nice restaurant, have a light bite and a drink. I like stuff like that. And I was just honest with him, and I was like, no, you know, not really. And so he was like, well, what type of stuff do you like to do? So I was explaining to him, like, I like museums. I love very eclectic, you know, cultural, artsy type of activities and experiences. And so I started telling him about the Jeezy orchestra and, you know, just different type of stuff like that that I, you know, enjoy doing or that I would like to do. Then I started telling him about the candlelight experience at the airplane museum, and I just like doing stuff like that. And so he was just like, wow. So, you know, he had never been to stuff like that or whatever. So like, I just knew that he wasn't, you know, that I'm gonna be honest, I just knew like he wasn't exactly my type. And plus, guys, I don't have a type right now. Y'all know I'm not really interested in dating. He was just like, well, you know, let me get your number. Y'all already know I did what I had to do, because one thing about me, I'm gonna make it home safe, okay? So anyway, he in fact did not call, and I in fact did not mind that he did not call. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and don't get me wrong, like if you're okay with walking dates and water dates where a guy takes you to the park, and then after the park you guys go grab a delicious tall cup of cold water. Oh, let me say that again because that didn't come out quite right. Okay, disclaimer. This is no judgment on you if you enjoy a nice hot walking date where you meet a guy down to the park, and then after the walking date you guys go get a tall, delicious cup of cold water. That's perfectly fine. I'm not judging, but that's just not for me. That's not the dating experience that I want for myself. And so I'm not going to be dishonest about that, you know, when a man asks me the kind of stuff I like to do. All right, y'all. So here are the cupcakes, just big and ugly for no reason, girl. Look at these. Girl, it's just big and ugly. I'm pissed because these are supposed to be lemon. I don't taste one iota of lemon in these cupcakes. I'm pissed. You know, the last ones we got, I guess because it was just made by a different company, they were so lemony and moist and buttery and soft, girl. But baby, these right here, girl, it's giving mushrooms. So I'm pissed. But these just gonna have to do. I'm gonna let them cool off. And that's it. And I guess we just gonna have some deformed, big ugly big ugly muffins in the morning. This one looks okay. I think I overfilled them because I was running out of cups. But yes, girls, and that's why this is called Rock's Ratchet Kitchen, because if shit don't go right, it's gonna be all right. Hey girls, I think the last time y'all saw me, I was standing in this exact location, but it has been a couple of days. So guys, y'all like my hair? Y'all, this hair is giving daddy. Am I your baby? That's what this hair is giving. It is so gorgeous, guys. So I'm hoping that, in fact, I think the sponsorship for this wig is going to be at the beginning of this video. But guys, this hair is so gorgeous, so soft, so pretty. And the curls, girl, this is human hair. I freaking love it. I can't keep my hands out of it, girl. I've had like other wigs in the past, like braid wigs, and it was itchy, girl. But this one, it is just so soft and lightweight, y'all. I feel so pretty. I feel like a little island girl. But anyway, guys, so yeah, I have not talked to y'all in a couple of days, and that's just because nothing has been going on. And I've been, you know, y'all know I've been over here interviewing and applying for jobs and just trying to, you know, get everything back on track or whatever. So yeah, that's what's going on now. I need to run downstairs really quickly and ask a few questions because I've been trying to call my leasing office, but unfortunately they have been so busy. So I think that's what I need to do. Run downstairs. Maybe I'll take you guys with me just so we can kind of break the monotony a little bit and get out of the house, because I have been in the house for a few days. I've kind of fell off a little bit as far as the exercising is concerned, so I need to get back on top of that. So yeah, I need to edit the sponsorship real quick. So yeah, girls, let me kind of get everything back on track real quick. Change clothes, because I do need to change clothes. I'm not trying to, you know, go down there with my prom dress on. I just put this on for the sponsorship or whatever. So let me get that done, and then I'll give you guys a call back. All right, girls, I hope that you guys can hear me okay. So, girl, the leasing office is short-staffed this week, so there's no one in there. But anyway, y'all, listen, girl. Y'all, why did I go back into my notes on my phone? So I used to kind of journal on my phone until I realized, like, journaling on paper for me is a little bit more personable and a little bit more powerful. But anyway, I found my digital journal on my phone from 2017, and it was right after my breakup, or actually when I was y'all know how we are as women. We go through a breakup before the actual breakup, and so it was notes leading up to, you know, me wanting to end the relationship. And I was so miserable. But more important than that, one thing that I was constantly praying for in that journal was that God would allow me to be brave enough to do stuff for myself, or by myself, not for myself, but by myself. And that was because, like, I had been in one relationship, that relationship ended, and a few months later, I had met someone else, and he and I were together like for 2 or 3 years. And so the previous guy that I was with, we would do literally everything together, okay? And then the next guy I was with, we would do everything together. So for a while, I wasn't used to doing anything by myself. And now look at me, like that is like literally my preference. I enjoy my own company. And so you just have to be very intentional about your prayers. And I used to pray like for my future partner. And so it's crazy to see those prayers. Like I'm literally writing a letter to my future partner, and that was in 2017. But what like over the years, I don't know, I just lost the desire to be in a relationship. And so I just thought that that was so interesting to go back and just look at that. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what's been going on with me. And then also, I reached out to reconnect with a couple of old coworkers, because I'm just looking to network and get back out there. I've had some great sponsorship opportunities, and you guys are recognizing that as well. So I'm so grateful for that. So those doors are opening, but it's just so much uncertainty. I don't know. I know that God is, you know, above and beyond all things. And, you know, it's just, I don't know. I don't want to sound like I'm being double minded. You know what I mean? Like, I do believe that giants do fall. I've seen enough in my lifetime to know that giants fall and that, we all come out on the other side. But this tangerine drama queen, baby, he is trying to just make everybody suffer, and it's really, really sad. And so, yeah, but I don't know why. I just feel like after I went to that conference on Thursday, or the church thing, I don't know why I've been feeling a little bit off. Like my energy has been off or whatever. I don't know. It's just weird. But that's about it. I'm starving. I want some chicken so bad. You guys, if y'all live in Houston, you have got to check out Wells Chicken. WHALES. I think it's Wells Seafood and Chicken. Like, since I've eaten there, literally that's all I've been craving. But of course, I'm not going to cave into that because I just want to be healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have not been eating the healthiest, and that's probably why I'm also feeling a little bit like not like myself, because I haven't been eating super healthy. But girl, I ain't gonna lie, I want some of that chicken so bad. And the shrimp, baby, when I tell you the shrimp was so crispy and crunchy, it was just amazing. The fries were so fresh and so good. But I think we're just gonna settle for some celery. Y'all know how I do. I'm just probably gonna have some celery and some rice, brown rice with turkey and green beans, because that's just the healthiest choice or whatever. So anyway, girls, I think I am going to soak up some of this nice weather. I'm over here in front of the pool. I don't know if you guys can hear that in the background, so I'm gonna do that. And then I don't know, girls. Maybe we need to just go sit in Old Bessie, guys. I haven't sat in my car in such a long time. Maybe I'll just go sit in my car and just reminisce. I'm like, damn, I'm not gonna lie. I miss having my car. Even though I'm a homebody, I just miss the convenience of being able to get back in my car, or get in my car, and just being able to go and do and see and do the things that I want to do or whatever. So yeah. But anyway, let me relax for a moment, and then I'll give you guys a call back. I'm wore out. It's been a long day. I'm trying to get all of my things organized. I had to edit. I had to fix my resume this morning. I had a lot of stuff going on, but I think I talked to y'all at some point in the vlog, girl. But I just finished eating some eggs and rice. Oh my God, it was so freaking delicious. Oh, baby, that's one meal you will never be able to get me away from. I don't care how much money I have. I don't care how much money I have. I don't care how much wealth I acquire. It does not matter. I will never, ever stop eating eggs and rice. That is like my favorite. But anyway, girls, so yeah, I am going on a date. Y'all want to see a picture of my date? I'm blushing. So normally I don't do this, because I said that when I start dating again, I would be like, private or whatever. But guys, I met someone. I'm so excited or whatever, girl. So I'm excited, girl. And so he's a little bit younger, and I really like him. So I actually, you know what? I think I'm probably just gonna give you guys like, our journey or whatever. But I don't know why I'm feeling like so shy. I'm blushing. So anyway, I want to get you guys, like, I just want y'all opinion. Like, do you guys think he's handsome? I'm gonna pop a picture up on the screen and let me know if you think he's handsome. But before I do that, he is a little bit younger, guys. He's 25, and I don't want to hear any judgment. I don't want to hear any judgment, because I know some of you girls out there, date younger men. But anyway, I'm rambling at this point. Let me pop a picture up on the screen. So yes, girls. Oh my God. Anyway, you know what? Let me stop. One thing about me that I'm never gonna stop doing is playing jokes on y'all. Like, I'm never gonna stop. But I said this before, you guys have gotten so good. Y'all have learned my personality so well. Like, y'all know when I'm joking. You guys know stuff like that or whatever. So I just be I have to get a little bit more creative. I know some of you girls want me to do a second episode of Fatal Attraction, but it's so hard to trick you guys now. And so I have to get really strategic, because it's like, y'all know. I just feel like after I did the Soul Train episode, and I think I did the Soul Train episode earlier this year. It's like, once I did the Soul Train episode, you guys knew, like, so anytime after that, y'all would know, like, okay, she's just joking. So I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to get a little bit more strategic or whatever. So yeah, but guys, I have been writing in my journal again. You guys know that I try to write in my journal a lot. It just brings me so much peace and so much clarity. We got to start exercising again, girl. I don't know how I fell off, but I'm gonna be honest, y'all. Just when I went to I keep bringing this up because I'm just tripping on how much my personality has changed. When I went to the church conference the other day, I don't know, girls, like, I won't say I'm socially awkward, but I'm very, I've changed a lot. I'm very, I'm not withdrawn, but I guess observant, watchful, standoffish. That's the word. I have become so standoffish. And this is a new part of my personality that I didn't even, I do, I'm gonna be honest, I can be a little bit standoffish. As bubbly and friendly as I am on the platform, I can be that way because I have to feel people out, but I've noticed that it's more intense now. And I just remember being at the conference or being at the speaking event, and just not even, I don't know, like, not even interacting. I don't know, like, I just felt like I was having an outer body experience. And I've changed my personality, and the way that I am in public has changed a lot. And it might have a lot to do with this especially like this last year, just kind of being isolated, being alone or whatever. And so that I'm not gonna say it concerns me that I'm like this, but I wonder if it's something that you come out of. I guess if somebody down to the comments, let me know if you've noticed a change in your personality after not being around people for a long time, and did you eventually snap back? Like, for me, I don't want to be overly friendly and overshare and stuff like that, but I at least want to be personable. But it is something that I picked up on. I'm not nearly as like chatty and friendly as I used to be. And it's nothing wrong with that, but I do think it's important to have a level of, at least a little bit of welcoming energy. So yeah, but I don't know. I would say I'm gonna work on it, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna get down to the Bombshell Network and lie and say that I am, because I can't. I I don't even know where to start. Because I would assume to work on something like that, just I guess it's social anxiety. To work on that, you would have to constantly put yourself in different spaces and different rooms and stuff. And right now, it's just not really an option or whatever. So yeah, but yeah, girls, I just wanted to kind of just come back and chat with you girls a little bit or whatever. But I don't have much going on. I'm about to take my makeup and stuff off and relax for the night. Y'all, I love this hair so much. It is so gorgeous. I need to get up kind of early because I want to go for a walk, and then I want to work out and hang out with you girls a little bit more before we end the vlog tomorrow, because tomorrow will definitely be the last day of the vlog, because I don't want to say I'm dragging this out. It's just that I need to put something up. It's been a few days since I posted, so I need to go ahead on and get a little bit active and put something up. But anyway, girls, I will see you guys in the morning. Y'all, the way that the internet and life been chewed me up since I done cut the camera off, y'all, everything has happened. So last night around, I don't know what, 3 something, maybe 2 something, girl, I get up. I come in here. So I cut the fan on in my room, right? Then I come in here and I was trying to adjust the air because it was so freaking hot in here last night. And I don't know, the air was being weird. Girl, all I know is that I saw the TV light, like the little light indicator on the TV go off. Then something just told me to flick the lights on, girl. No power in the house except for the bedroom and the bathroom. So I, of course, y'all know me, I was trying to like go in the laundry room and fix the breaker, girl. Didn't know what the hell I was doing. So I woke up this morning, of course, no lights nowhere again but the bedroom and the bathroom. And so I ended up having to call maintenance, girl. The air wasn't working, no lights, the washer, dryer. Literally the only thing that was working in here was the refrigerator. So luckily nothing went bad or whatever. So they came out and they fixed it. But girl, the man fixed the breaker. Like, he flipped a switch in the breaker and it came on literally in like 2 seconds. And I was trying to do that last night, girl, but y'all, I'm just a girl. And I was like, well, why didn't it cut on for me? And he was like, because you got to push it all the way back and then push it up. And I was like, okay, that's fine or whatever. So after that, he fixed the air. Y'all know it has been a long-standing battle with me and this goddamn AC or whatever. And so in the midst of the darkness and in the heat, I could not sleep. So y'all already know I gave in to my weakness and I went on to TikTok. Baby, I didn't went on the TikTok, girl, the way that Cardi and Nicki is down there chewing each other up, girl. It is a chew fest. And not to mention, girl, JT done got involved. Saucy Santana done got. I was just like, this is just too much. Then y'all, it's just a lot. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, if you are still at the point of your life where you have the capacity to do that arguing and stuff, be happy, because I can assure you there is gonna come a time in your life where you just, even if you wanted to, your physical energy is not gonna allow you to do it. Your peace, depending on the level of work that you've done on yourself, is not gonna allow you to do it. Your regret for even saying certain things is not gonna allow you to do it. And then like the guilt that you'll feel. Like for me, I have so much more control over my mouth. But guys, y'all have to understand, like, I came out the womb with, just spicy. You know what I'm saying? Very sassy, very spicy, extra crispy, as far as just being like quick on my toes, like real fast with the comebacks, going off on people or whatever. But over time, you just learn, like, I don't know, life, shit, things happen in life. Things happen in life and you start to prioritize the way that you react. You know what I'm saying? And so you go through different seasons, you learn different strategies. and then more importantly, your energy starts to shift. You know what I'm saying? And so you start to understand the importance of energy, because honestly, even though, you know, out of Nicki and Cardi, we know one of them has been in the industry. I ain't gonna say which one, but one of them been in the industry for a periodically long time, girl. She the damn veteran, and she is the mama bitch, and the other one is the baby bitch. And I'm just like, you done been in this industry for a long time, girl. You done fell out with a whole bunch of people: Mariah Carey, Meg Thee Stallion, Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, Nino, Tino, Lilo, Peebo, Lou Rawls, and Teddy P. She done fell out with everybody, girl. I'm like, sis, you falling out with everybody down to the music industry, girl. Jay-Z, Beyonce, Andre, Ashante. I mean, everybody. And I'm like, at some point it's you. But anyway, let me get back to my point. My point is like, when you get to the point and you start going back and forth with someone with energy that dark, then your energy becomes like that as well. And it's sometimes it's just not even worth it, because it's almost like you're fighting an uphill battle, you know. And it is unfortunate, because now the kids then got drug into it, and it's just unfortunate. But to get on the internet all day and just be going back and forth like that, I would think women of wealth and success and legacy and talent wouldn't have the time to do that. And I understand one is simply defending herself, and one is simply just stirring the pot out of whatever, you know. I don't understand what motivated this. Maybe because Cardi dropped her album, maybe she kind of said some stuff. I haven't listened to the album, y'all. I've been over here, you know, y'all know the kid been over here trying to live her life. I've been trying to live my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't been, you know, I don't know enough of what's going on or what sparked this woman, Nicki, to come out and say anything. But maybe she felt a way about some of the lyrics. But anyway, I digress. I would just think that we all have enough going on. You know, the government just shut down. You know, unemployment is up. You know, we're in a recession. There's a lot of recession indicators. One of the biggest recession indicators is all of these fine men down driving Uber and Lyft. Guys, I have had so many attractive Lyft and Uber drivers. I'm like, and I don't see that many attractive men in Houston that regularly. And I'm like, baby, the fine men's, the oil and gas men's is down to Uber and Lyft. And so for me, that was a recession indicator. So we all really need to be just kind of focused on ourselves. Now, when you start thinking about the kind of success, wealth, influence, whatever that those girls have, okay, that's fine. That's different. But I'm just saying, for a normal everyday woman like myself, you know what I'm saying? Just the gal next door. I don't have a dog in the fight. I just know that when you get the kids involved, y'all know I love the kids. So when you get the kids involved, it's a little bit too far. But going back to what I was saying about fighting with someone with dark energy, anyone who has proven, she has a proven track record. Nicki has a proven track record. She's a spicy Sagittarius. She has a proven track record of not having the best relationships with people. And I know sometimes people don't want to take the high road. I know Cardi is a Libra, and I've always known Libras to be like really peaceful. They do balance the scales, but I've never known Libras to be spicy like Cardi. I never knew that. I know a lot of Libras, and girl, they don't really care about anything but just money. And you know, they like to shop, they like money, but they are just peaceful. They don't like drama. They just want to get their money, go shopping, do whatever, go on vacation, and that's it. And so Cardi is really the first Libra I've ever known to be like that. And y'all let me know in the comment sections, are Libras like that? Because I don't know. But anyway, I done went all around the world, and now I'm trying to bring my point home, but I'm just saying, like, there's a lot going on. You have these successful women, of course, you know, they have a certain tax bracket that perhaps allows time to do the arguing thing that they're doing. But I I wouldn't personally recommend, you know what I'm saying? Because it is an energy vampire. The going back and forth with people, getting into public beefs, Twitter and all that stuff. It is definitely it's an energy vampire. And in addition to that, it's there's so much regret that you face. They will never come to the internet and admit it, but it's so much regret that you have. You know what I'm saying? When you get into these when you get into these verbal confrontations with people, it's like, for me, if I had a verbal conversation with someone, it may not go as, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I was to get into an argument now with someone, it's not going to be a long argument, because I really think about, I don't want to regret anything. You know what I'm saying? For me, I'm gonna give it a quick little 1-2, and then I'm hanging up. I'm not finna argue, because I just feel like you regret a lot of those things that you end up saying. You feel convicted by those things, and it doesn't feel good. Regret is just the freaking worst. You know, and then it's like, you sit down after you argue with someone, and if you've said anything hurtful or ugly, which I've said some things to people before, girl, and you literally just sit there and you replay that stuff over and over and over in your mind, and it's not worth it. But again, I understand that I am coming from a very seasoned, sophisticated, perspective. But I just think that as life, takes you along your journey, you realize that a lot of time is wasted through arguing, a lot of energy is wasted. And I'm not just saying just the mental capacity and the mental agility and gymnastics that you go through, and the emotions you go through arguing. I'm also talking about physical energy. You know what I'm saying? Physical energy. You're giving away your physical energy with these exchanges. And it's not good. It's just not. But let me say this. Now, I did see where Cardi said that Lotto was weak or what. She was yelling about something. Girl got into it with Ice Spice, and she was like, "I'm not weak ass Lotto." And that's the thing. I think maybe something happened with her, with Ice Spice and Lotto, and then eventually they made up. They made amends, obviously, because they have music together now. But I hate the trope that being a person that does not like to argue, or someone who is not going to engage, someone that's really not going to engage in a verbal argument or confrontation, makes them weak. It takes a lot of restraint. Y'all have seen me go off in the car, down to these Houston streets, in traffic and everywhere else. Y'all have seen me go off in that capacity. And so just know, like, even in that, you in your car, you safe. But just think about, like, it takes restraint. If you've ever driven in Houston traffic, you know the amount of restraint it takes to not cut somebody out, even though you're protected and you in your car and the doors are locked and the windows are rolled up. I'm just saying, like, the amount of energy it takes just to do that, or the amount of control it takes to not even go off in traffic. It takes a lot of control. There is nothing weak about self-restraint. It's nothing weak about that, but it is looked at as weak if you don't defend yourself. You are deemed as weak. If you don't argue, if you don't do the back and forth Twitter thing, if you don't, do the online arguing, you're deemed as weak. But it's just like, girl, I wish more people knew the power in silence. You know what I'm saying? Like, silence is so underrated. Silence, it is sexy, it is attractive, it is powerful. Silence hits harder than any physical fist can. I think I'm talking about it because I had just never saw this thing going this far with them. You know what I'm saying? Talking about each other's kids, and I just never saw this going that far. Then JT then jumped in, and it's just like, girl, save yourself. You know what I'm saying? Save yourself, because baby, with everything comes to an end, even good things. You know what I'm saying? And JT is, she's young. She's a young girl, and she may not forever be in the situation she's in. She may fall out of love with the arts of creating, and may want to go back to a real life. And that's like something that I often think about. I always think about leaving behind a good legacy. You know, if you're a YouTube girl, you know what I'm talking about. If you ever want to walk away and just cut the camera off and not do this anymore, you know the importance of leaving a good legacy, because you might want to come back. You know what I'm saying? Or you just don't want to leave a trail of confrontation and confusion and negativity. You don't want people to know that of you. And you want to have peace when you finally shut the camera off, or you put the mic down, or whatever it is that you do in a creative space and being a public figure. I would think that you would want to walk away with a good legacy. Y'all, I don't know what this vlog is giving. I really pray that the next vlog is so much better than this, but this vlog has, not the vlog itself, but I guess just the list of events. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I know I'm not, but whatever. Range of events, we'll just leave it at that. So just the range of events that have happened have just left me feeling a little bit drained. Starting from the church thing up until now, I'm just trying to get back. We didn't do no exercising, girl. My arms is not they're not giving Angela Bassett like they've been doing. So we're gonna get back on the Angela Bassett arm journey in the next vlog. But yeah, I don't know how long this bad boy is going to be, but I'm going to go ahead and get started with the editing so I can get this out to you girls in the morning. And yeah, so let me know if you guys like this wig. By the way, I love it. It is so cute. But anyway, girls, I'm rambling. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.